What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, if you see something that you like during this video, please don't forget to subscribe at some point. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came see me. So, got quite a few cheap, affordable fragrances that have come in recently or that I've picked up online or my first trip to Marshall since they opened. I figured we'll take a look at them. Stay tuned. So starting off with what I picked up at Marshall's. So obviously, if you follow me on TikTok, you already saw that I grabbed Hugo Iced, as well as John Varvatos and Nick Jonas Crimson. So real quick, I've already featured Hugo Iced on my cheapy summer list because I enjoyed it so much. I actually already wore it this past week. You know, toss that out the way. Very, very good mint fragrance. Obviously, there's no need to do it first impressions because I've worn it already. I did my first impressions on TikTok. Very, very minty, very enjoyable, very underrated. If you see this one out there, I think I paid right around 30 for this 75 ml. You can pay 28 for a 125 ml from FragranceNet, which I'll have linked below if you want to check it out, or 20 bucks for a 75 ml like this. So it is cheaper from FragranceNet than you'll find it at the rack stores. But if you like doing it in person, they're out at the rack stores. And next, I had grabbed John Varvatos and Nick Jonas Crimson. So gotta love that red bottle design with that hang tag's different, you know. I do remember before I bought this one, I had never smelled it, but the original, the blue bottle, I had smelled in the John Varvatos store in the Galleria in Houston. Early last year, I want to say, like early 2019, maybe in the spring, early spring, something like that, maybe even late winter. And I kind of fell in love with it. And then they just started doing a series where they have the crimson and they have the silver as well. Oh man, the saffron. Saffron, coffee, stuff like that. It's got a very sweet spice to it. It's a little more on the synthetic side than you would expect from the John Varvatos fragrances. Normally they smell pretty high quality. I'm not saying this smells cheap, but this smells a bit more synthetic than I'm used to with them. But it's definitely got a sweet spice to it. Big time on the saffron, I find. I do enjoy this one. I do plan on giving it a wear. I don't feel that it's too sweet and too spicy to wear in certain occasions this time of year. I'm probably going to take this bad boy with me here in the next few days. I'm going to be going out of town. Probably take this with me and give it some wear. I'm going to bring 3 or 4 fragrances with me, and I think this is going to be one of them. My first impressions of it, I do enjoy this one. Is it rocketing to the top of my favorite John Varvatos fragrances? As of now, no, but it's definitely not my least favorite so far. So John Varvatos Crimson, I found this for 30 bucks, 35 bucks for the 125 ml. So these are out at the rack stores too. Keep your eye out if you're interested. eBay. Some of the Zaharoff fragrances from the Sensual collection. So since we were just talking about a mint fragrance, we'll start off with Wild Mint. Those traditional Zaharoff pour-on bottles. I do love the way this looks with that green gradient design. That is beautiful. My God. I want to get the other ones too. I want to get Naughty Leather, Amber Fever, Hot Pepper. I'm really excited to get Hot Pepper. But for now, let's give it a spray. You can kind of control the sprays. That wasn't a full spray, so it is pressure sensitive. I definitely smell plenty of mint. Oh wow. This doesn't smell anything like any of my other mint fragrances. Definitely nothing like Hugo Iced. I get the craze. I get the craze behind Wild Mint. This is different. Very, very minty. Very enjoyable. There's an underlying like chocolatey sweetness in the background, if I'm not mistaken. This one's kind of giving off that mint chocolate chip ice cream kind of scent and vibe to me as well. Man, that smells so good. This is some good stuff right here. I think it was like 38, 36, something like that. That's a good price for this fragrance. It doesn't smell cheap. Wild mint. I like it. Now, Ginger Lover. Man, these bottles are beautiful. God, these things are beautiful. So, from what I've seen, people are saying it smells like L'Homme Ultime without the rose. That's high praise because it's a damn good fragrance. I've tested it many times on my skin. Never pulled the trigger on the bottle. They're discontinued from what I'm understanding. They're going to get harder to find and the price is going to go up. Maybe this will be a fantastic substitute. I don't know. Half spray. So Ginger Lover. I am a ginger lover. I do love ginger heavy fragrances. Mainly 5 O'Clock Au Gingembre from Serge Lutens. Granted, that's a niche fragrance. I'm not expecting it to smell the same, but as far as ginger heavy, that's my favorite. I can see where they're coming from. That does give off a similar kind of scent profile to L'Homme Ultime. In the opening, at least. Very pleasant. This is wearable. Super, not saying wild mint was it. That's very wearable too. This seems more versatile. I feel like this can go up or down with how you dressed. And I feel like you can do a lot of seasons with this as well. I like it. Yeah, definitely getting plenty of ginger. There's a little citrus up top that I'm getting. It's actually getting brighter as I smell it more. Man, that's very, very pleasant. I really need to get the rest. Now, I mean, if this is how the line's going to go, I need Naughty Leather, Amber Fever, and Hot Pepper. Cannot wait to smell those, especially Hot Pepper. Oh man, Ginger Lover's a treasure for sure. This stuff smells great. This is even better than Wild Mint. Get your hands on something like this. Wild Mint and Ginger Lover. Be on the lookout for full reviews in the coming week or two. Definitely digging these. Gonna have to give them some wear and we'll discuss more in depth later on. Next, I've got 5 more offerings from Samy Andraus fragrances. So, Iris Flame was one that I originally wanted from the first batch that he sent me out. And he was out of stock on it at the time. So, Iris Flame is in here. I did spray that one on my wrist already. Whew, my God. Let's try a few of these. But first, we're going to do a little quick smell on the infamous GS. I saw Steven from Redolescence just did a review on this one. This one is Cognac, Tobacco Oud, Incense, and Vanilla. Definitely not the time of year for this one. Whew. We're going to try it though. Whew. Boy, that cognac's really standing out. The cognac and the incense, on paper anyways. A little bit of oud. It's not overly medicinal or anything like that. With a light tobacco. Not really getting a lot of vanilla off the paper, but I can tell you right off the bat, this is going to be fantastic in the cold weather. The thing is, it's going to remind you of a lot of similar sweet, boozy tobacco fragrances. Has that touch of oud. It doesn't smell like everything else. I'm not saying it smells like a specific fragrance, but the note breakdown lends a blend that's familiar, is the way I'll put it. GS is very pleasant though. Be on the lookout. And then all of these 1 ounce bottles that he has, they're all $25, $26. Very, very cheap and affordable. Very cheap and affordable. And these are all original creations. Digging GS. Next, we're going to try Musk Flame. So, fans of the channel for a long time, you know I'm not a big fan of Musk, but I have a feeling, knowing Sammy and the way his blends are, this is going to be a pretty clean musk. This is Amber, Patchouli, Sandalwood, Musk, Vanilla, Vetiver, Cinnamon, and it says floral. So, not sure the floral note that it's supposed to give off, but we'll see. one big old spray. These atomizers, as expected with these stock bottles, is insanely overspraying on one spray. Okay, musk is definitely predominant on this one, but it's not animalic. I don't find it's animalic, which is a good sign for me. Not getting any citrus or anything. It's light, but has body and density at the same time. There's definitely a freshness that could be attributing to the vetiver. I'm definitely getting the sandalwood. I don't know on skin if the sandalwood is going to come out very prominent, but on the paper the sandalwood's really coming out at me, which I love because I love sandalwood. That's why I have the Cremo beard brush that I have, because it's made of sandalwood. It gives off the smell. Man, Musk Flame is nice. This is going to be good for this time of year. Okay, this may be one of the first ones that I do a review on. I'm digging this. This is great because GS is a little on the colder weather type of side. Not really something I want to wear out in this 100-degree heat. Musk Flame, some good stuff though. I'm digging this. I'm gonna try this one. Kudos, Sammy. Yeah, I like that. So I figured I'd go ahead and grab the last three. So Iris Flame, like I was saying, I already sprayed because I couldn't wait to try this out. Look how cool that label looks. That's pretty dope. And then on Iris Flames, grapefruit, lavender, iris, and ambergris. And I can tell you, this stuff smells incredible. And then we have Oud Space, another popular one from Sammy. This one has oud, vanilla, amber, Turkish rose, violet, and myrrh. Have not smelled that yet. Very intrigued about this one. This is a favorite from what I've seen of Sammy's offerings. A lot of people have been talking and posting about this one. And then what we're going to smell right now, Matt over at Georgia Gent actually just did a review on this one, Blue Sapphire. So based on the note breakdown, I know this is going to be a fresh fragrance. This is probably going to be the perfect one for summer. Note breakdowns: bergamot, lemon, artemisia, black currant, cedar, pink pepper, labdanum, and leather. So it should have a very prominent leather note with it having labdanum and leather, because labdanum can tend to give off the smell of leather. So let's, two little half sprays. You can control the sprays with these, and you need to try to, because if you do a full depress of this atomizer, it's big giant stream of juice. Oh wow, yeah, a lot of citrus in this one. Very light. Light's not a good word. Airy. Airy is a good word because it's not a light scent. It's a lot of light compounds, but it's such a strong concentration, it's not a light scent because it is extrait de parfum. All of his scents are. Oh man, I'm getting a lot of black currant and bergamot, and I am digging that. I love when black currant, I know I say currant all the time. I don't know if it's black currant or black currant. I say it the way it sounds right to me. When that's prominent in a fragrance, I'm usually going to like the fragrance. I've learned over time that I really enjoy that note. That note changes a lot of things for me. It adds a maturity and a different type of fruitiness to it, you know? And this smells incredible. Wow. It's going to be a toss-up between Musk Flame or Blue Sapphire and Iris Flame on which one I'm going to review first, because that's my three favorites so far. This is really, really, really good. This, guys, if y'all are looking for a summer rendition, a summer fragrance from Sammy, Blue Sapphire is it. This is it. On the paper, I'm not really getting the labdanum and the leather. I'm getting the black currant, I'm getting lemon, I'm getting bergamot. I'm getting the citruses. It's nice and airy. Oh man, that smells really, really good. Blue Sapphire. I'm going to tell you right now, before even doing a full review, this is the one for this time of year. This smells great on the paper. And I'm sure the performance is going to be stellar because it's an extrait de parfum. Treasure. Well guys, that's all the pickups. eBay, rack store of Marshalls, Samy Andraus fragrances. I will link Samy's website below if you want to check out some of his offerings. I got to tell you, they all smell great. Having an internal struggle right now on which one I'm going to review first, because I really want to review a few of them. So until next time, guys, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have tried some of these offerings from Zaharoff? Have the Hugo Iced or John Varvatos and Nick Jonas Crimson? Or have you tried a bunch of Samy's offerings? I know a lot of you have. He's got some really, really good fragrances to try. Pretty excited to test out some more of these. And until next time, I will say, get your hands on any of these and you give them a spray now, real good chance you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.